Alright folks, welcome back. So I haven't done one of these in a long time. Well, today we're going to be taking a look at a very basic, very affordable, simple cook kit for your emergency cooking. Let's check it out. Alright folks, welcome back. So this is a really easy, affordable, simple way to set yourself up with a cook kit. And I always tell people, if you're going to use emergency type gear to cook on after an emergency, you want the pots that are going to fit on it. If you try to use your 40-pound stock pot on a tiny little propane burner, it's not going to go too well. So that's one of the reasons why I tell people there's no harm in buying something like this and being able to adapt. Also, too, for those of you making your first bug-out bags, having a way to cook in the field if you're going to be out somewhere, running away from a disaster or escaping or evading or whatever, having a small kit like this is very, very handy. This is not all that expensive. I believe these are $27. This is on sale, by the way. This is something that I picked up from Banggood. They're having their spring sale. There's a couple days left. You're going to see one item from them today and one item from them tomorrow because it's the last 2 days of the sale. So if you're not interested in this particular kit, just click the link down below with all their other links. They got so much stuff over there and lots of prepper-related gear. So check them out. The sale's going on. I believe it ends on Monday, so you want to check them out and see what's there. But let's get back to the kit. This is basically a kit for 1 or 2 people. Now, I don't think there's really any question about where this was made. There is no name on it, but it is the most affordable kit I found out there. Even the ones on Amazon have gone up in price. So I figured I'd review it, take a look at it. Now, I've done these before. They're pretty simple. I like the fact that this comes with a few extras in it, like the ladle there, the soup ladle, the spoon, serving spoon, you extra plates. It's really compatible for 1 or 2 people. Honestly, it's probably more compatible for more usable for 1 person. But I guess if you went cooking with 2 people, you could probably do it very simply. We're going to try both of these out and see how they work. I want to see how the non-stick characteristics are with it. The pot size, okay, this pot back here with its cover and everything kind of nests in there, so you'll see that when we get it all together. This pot is 5.7 inches by 2.6 inches, okay? Very nice, sturdy, well-made pot. Typical fold-out handles that you see in all these kits. One of the things that I do like is that the rubber isn't all the way up to the edge there. I hate when they do that, because the first time you put it on there, the rubber melts all the way back. So they've given us some room there if there's an extra flame or a little bit of flame coming up or heat coming up from a propane stove. Pot size, pot cover dimensions, 5.9 inches across, okay? Your frying pan, 5.7 inches by 1.4 inches in thickness and height. Your handle length on it is 3.7 inches. That gives you a good distance away from the fire. And these actually do work very well, these little rubber kind of things here. They do work very well. I'm really amazed. I thought they were going to be just as hot as the metal and eventually melt off. They work really, really well for that. Now, you've got 2 bowls, 4 inches by 1.5 inches tall. Okay, the rice ladle over here, or soup ladle, whatever they want. They call it a rice ladle. I call it a soup ladle. 5.5 inches by 2 inches. And your soup spoon diameter down there, that's the soup spoon, I guess, is 3 inches. So it has a very small size. It's very portable. This all packs up into itself, and you'll see that at the end. We're going to cook with it first and check it out and see how it holds up. It is non-stick cookware. It is that coated kind of coating on it that will make it non-stick. So I do like the fact that it comes with a couple of extra accessories. When I first started doing reviews on these things, it was literally that and that, and that's it. I like the fact you get all this stuff. And you know what, honestly, I usually just cut a piece of green scrubby with my camp gear. That way I can scrub it while I'm in the field. But it's nice that this comes with this. It's kind of cool. It's kind of handy. Nice little extra. So what we're going to do today is make some breakfast here. I've got some eggs and cheese and Spam and all sorts of stuff. And we're going to make it in the pots. Now, I'm going to try to do this with 1 burner to kind of simulate how we do it in the field, say at a campsite or whatever. And then we're going to test it out and see how everything goes. So let me get the burner out here and everything else, and let's see how this works. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do here is the Spam. That is going to be the most easiest thing to do in this pan here. I do have some very interesting stuff here. It's from Organic Truth. It's ghee, which is basically clarified butter. An easy way to have some shelf-stable butter on the trail or in your bug-out bags or anything like that, any kind of emergency gear. We're going to open it up and give it a try here. There we we go. And I'm just going to put a little bit in here. Basically, make sure it's non-stick. I don't want it to burn. I know this is non-stick stuff, but if I pour Spam directly in there and heat it up and get it the way I like it, which is crispy, it will burn. So let's put it on our stove here. I don't know if this piezo igniter still works. Oh yeah, there we go. I did a review on this stove a while back. I kind of forget what it was because I've done so many stoves since then. But I do like this stove a whole lot because it can simmer fairly low. So we're going to let that heat up a bit. And then I'm going to put in some diced up Spam. And basically what I'm going to do is make a burrito out of this. Once I'm all done, we're going to wrap it up in a burrito and make a breakfast burrito. I was going to do some freeze-dry wholesaler hash browns, but at the last minute I kind of forgot to hydrate them. So we're going to do a burrito with it, make it nice and simple. And then you guys see how nicely that coats the bottom of the pan. I believe I mentioned that in a recent video too. They all kind of start blending together, folks. Alright, dump that stuff in there. So we're going to give this a few minutes and get it the way I like it, which is kind of crispy. I like my Spam fried, kind of burned on the outside a little bit. And we'll see how this pan holds up to that. Alright, so I turned it up a little bit. It's doing really, really well. Nice and crispy, just the way I like it. My little homemade spatula here. I use this in a lot of videos. I really didn't think it would last that long. I carved this out of some firewood outside. And it actually works really well. So, there you go. Pretty non-stick, I have to say. Now, I'm sure the ghee helped a little. But normally when I do this in any pan, no matter what I put in there, olive oil, butter, whatever, it sticks and it's impossible to scrape off the bottom. And this comes clean very, very easily. So, that's going to hold its heat fairly well. We're going to move on to the eggs and the cheese. And then I'm going to go get a burrito and warm it up over the top of this or over the top of that a little bit. And see how we can get this into a nice little breakfast. Alright, so I got that set up in there. I just kind of want to warm it up. I literally took it out of the fridge. Generally, if you're using this in a camp situation, you're not going to have that freezing cold. Just put a little bit in here of the ghee. And fire up the stove again. There we go. I'll warm that up a little bit. And then we'll put in our eggs. And for the eggs today, I'm actually using real eggs. Amazing. No freeze-dried stuff. There we go. I'm going to take that down a little bit too because that's way, way, way too hot for eggs. Okay, there we go. Toss that in there. Yeah, that was way too hot for eggs. I'm glad I turned that down a bit. Alright, so we're going to test the non-stickiness of this. It's actually really doing well on the sides. Normally the sides get all sticky. I don't have a rubber spatula in here, so I can't really scoop around the sides, but definitely doing very well. Once that firms up a little bit, I will put in some cheese that I have here. And to speed up the heating process, I'll put this over there, give it a little steam heat. And we should have ourselves a breakfast burrito here pretty soon. So let's let this cook for a minute here. I'll bring you back when it's all done. Alright, so we got our burrito there. Can't have eggs without a little bit of hot sauce. And by the way, this stuff is awesome if you can find it, the Tabasco hot sauce in the containers. I do save those when I see them out in public. You know, I'm not obnoxious. I don't take like 300 of them. But if there's extras, I take a few. I'll tell you that right now. Definitely handy for making your own little MRE type meals, camp food, stuff like that. Even putting in bug out bags. As a matter of fact, I rotated this one out from one of the bags in my car from a while ago. And I figured it was time to rotate that out and put in a fresh one. Okay, so there we go with that. Here we go here. And what I'm going to do is make this together here. And while I'm eating it, I'm going to wash up the stuff and see just how non-stick it really was. It looks like it's going to be messy. Anyway, there you go. Pretty darn quick, easy meal. We're going to try this stuff out, clean it up. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, most of that stuff is just leftovers in there. I can take it with my hand out of there. And the egg pan. So it seems like it's holding up pretty well. We're going to wash these up, have some food, and I'll bring you back when they're all cleaned up, and I'll finish up the video for you, let you know where you can pick this up, and the links, and everything else. Alright, well, that was a quick breakfast. That was really good. It came out perfect. Even without the tortilla, I could have eaten that easily. Just, toss the Spam in with the eggs. So, take a look. just some hot water, a little bit of soap, and a paper towel. And that's just my own hand grease there. Okay. So they're definitely more non-stick than ones I've tried before. I gotta say that. Even with butter, with ghee, with olive oil, whatever, anything I cooked in these kind of pans before would stick. That's not bad. That's pretty darn impressive. All right, so now that we're done cooking, checking them out, cleaning them up, let's break it down. Real simple. You're just going to fold these handles against the sides. Put them in there like that. Make sure your bowls are facing forward that way. Okay. Put that in there with that. And your spoon. Okay, put it across the top like that. Get in there. There we go. And cover it up. Now, the nice part about this is it does come with a bag. So, if you don't want the weight of carrying the bag, I guess you could use some Ranger bands over the top. Keep these, locked together and the top on it. But it does come with the bag, so I might as well use it. And I gotta say, for, an inexpensive cook kit, that's pretty darn non-stick and worked fairly well. Now, I didn't burn the heck out of it. I didn't purposely try to destroy it. I always hated testers that do that, especially knife testers. They'll go out and slam the knife into concrete and go, "Why is this knife dull?" But I used it as I regularly use it out in the field, and it held up fine. So for $27, you really can't beat that. The prices on stuff are going up. So if you don't have a basic cook kit for your get-home gear, your bug-out bag, your car kit, whatever, however you want to use it, even if it's a bug-in kit, if you don't have one, I would suggest thinking about one. It could be this. It could be anything else. I have a few of them in my store on Amazon as well, so you can check those out. But I think that's a pretty darn good deal. Anyway, folks, the link will be down below. This is the 8-piece Camp Cook pot and bowl set. Comes with a bunch of accessories inside: the pot, the frying pan, pan cover, 2 bowls, soup spoon, rice ladle, sponge, and the storage bag outside. And I will leave a link down below. It'll say, "Get the cook kit here." A lot of times people ask me, "Well, where's the link to buy it?" It's always in the description. And there'll be some other links below that for money-saving tips and some other auto tools and stuff that they're having on sale right now. So go check them out, see what you can find. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out all our links down below. Like I said, I have my Amazon affiliate store down there. I do have some cook kits in there. I think you really want to start thinking about how you're going to prepare your food if you're on the run in an emergency. And those emergencies don't have to be nuclear war, end of the world. It could be something as simple as being evacuated from your house for a flood or a fire. You always want to have a kit ready to go. Your best bet is to stay home most of the time, but in some situations it's smart to leave. So definitely check them out, see if I got anything better in there. I honestly have so much in there I don't know. My freeze-dried wholesalers link. If you click that link, you will save 15% on your order. So don't miss out on that. All you got to do is click that link and save 15% on your order of anything you want freeze-dried. I mean, he has the widest selection I have ever seen in freeze-dried food. And being that I eat it here often, I got to say, it's good stuff. It's not bad at all. It's really tasty stuff. And it's very pure, plain, just, the chicken is just chicken dehydrated. There's no additives, preservatives, or anything like that. Underneath that, we have our My Patriot Supply. That's preparewithiridium.com, preparewithiridium.com. 4-week kit this month on sale. Save $50. We got some good deals coming up on that, so definitely check it out. And our Thrive Life freeze-dried store. I have to do a Thrive video. I have not done one in a while, and I have a lot of you folks that have been asking me about putting together some meals using Thrive Life, so we're going to have one coming up probably the beginning of next month. I do have some more stuff I have to do with other vendors, so thanks for watching today. Stay safe and stay prepared.